Hello everybody, if this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Caleb, welcome to my channel, and if you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Last week in my counseling appointment, I was tested and diagnosed with ADHD. In order to help myself, I've ordered some fidget toys. As I'm learning and discovering new parts of myself, or rather, now having a better understanding of why I am the way I am, I'm starting to realize just how impatient I can be as I checked my mailbox 3 different times today to see if this package had come. Twice before work, and once after work, each time being disappointed to see that the package hadn't come, only to then make it up to my steps after work to see it did come today. Let's just jump right into it. I don't know exactly what came today, so I'm really excited to find out. Alright, so the first thing I have here are boinks. While I get this packaging open, the reason why I got these were because they're recommended not only by How to ADHD, but also by Hannah Hart, so I figured I'd give it a try. They were really cheap, so I got a multi-pack in a variety of colors. That way, as I lose them, I can just have more ready. So it's just this little mesh pouch that has a little marble inside, and you can just kind of squish it back and forth. You know, you can fold it over, play with it some. Yeah, I could do it with one hand if I needed to. The other thing that came today is this not quite fidget cube. Oh, I think it's a dodecahedron technically. It's got 12 sides with different things on it. It's got this stretchy band. It's kind of power switch looking thing. Kind of like a game controller. It's really cool. It has, you can just spin these little gears. Yep. Buttons to push. These are little squishies. They have different faces on them and different colors. I have this bigger button, which is more like a clicker on a pen. This, it's soft, you can rub your finger up against it. There's also this, which is like a worry stone. It's just a very smooth, calming side. And then these little slides. And here is another one of the squishies, but it's just one. Oh, you can stretch it too. Can you stretch these? You can stretch them. I'm gonna break these. I can already tell. Oh, I missed a side. It's a little disc that spins. It also has texture on it too. And this one has a little angry face. There you go, it's a little angry. I am so excited to use both of these. Oh, I just realized this little disc also is a clicky. You know it's a good toy when you already are just naturally fidgeting with it while you're trying to do stuff. I know that I have at least one other toy on the way. However, I could not wait to open this package, so I wanted to go ahead and get this filmed. Obviously, just sitting here on camera isn't going to do it justice. I want to actually try using these at home and at work to see what works, what I like, what I don't like, and do a proper review of these, as well as other toys that I get in the future. I'm really excited, especially to use this while I edit. This is going to help me stay focused, so I can edit more videos. I got so distracted by my toys that I forgot about some other things that I wanted to share that I had made earlier today before work. I had seen these to help with different things like kids who may have trouble regulating their emotions, which also makes sense with ADHD, but also things like anxiety just to help calm down. Finally, I found a video from How to ADHD that really simplified the process, and I finally decided to make some of my own, which is glitter bottles. First, you gotta shake them up really well, and then watch. So I have this one that is blue, and this one that is purple, or more purple themed. I haven't really used them that much yet, but I do just enjoy watching them in general, and I'm hoping to use these whenever I start having panic attacks. I was actually almost late to work today because I waited until right before I needed to get ready. Thankfully though, I've been using the Brilly app, and I wasn't late for work, I was actually early. I will get you a proper review and introduce you to new toys that I get, probably just in a few seconds for you, but in the future for me. It is now Monday, and I have an exciting update. My new toy just came in the mail. Let's go ahead and open it up. Here it is. It is the Steffi Fidgetland Fidget. It's actually a fully sealed package, so it's gonna be a fun time getting this open. Alright, let's see how it works. So there's 2 rings here and 2 fidgets, and then they got these little nice little rubber bands in between. So I'm having a little bit of a time figuring out, just in general how to fidget with it. But the rubber does feel nice. So I'm definitely able to easily fidget with it with 2 hands. However, one thing I've learned from work is that I really need to be able to fidget with something with 1 hand. In a minute, I'm actually about to go to the grocery store. So I'm gonna try taking the different tools that I have so far and see what's the most successful and the most helpful. It's been about a month since I first got the toys, and I'm ready to do a full-on review. I'm gonna go in the order in which I received them, starting with the Boink. It's not super big, and it's a pretty basic toy. It's not super complicated, which means it's not super distracting, and it's easy to just slip in your pocket. Since it's quiet, it's good to use around other people. My favorite way to use the Boink is like this, where I can click it like I would click a pen. That is something that is a big habit of mine, so having a quiet toy that I can use instead of a clicky pen is very nice for me and the people around me. Since I do have smaller hands, the most comfortable way I found to hold it to use it like this, with my pinky underneath and just kind of the other fingers gently wrapped around beside, and then you can just click it. Next up, the dodecahedron. It is very colorful, very vibrant, and can make a lot of noise if I want it to. Personally, I find it a bit overstimulating, especially when I'm really need to focus on something that I don't necessarily want to focus on, like work. It's also pretty bulky, and it's not easy to just carry around with me, so I use this a lot at home. Specifically when I'm trying to focus on a movie, a TV show, or a video. Depending on who's around will depend on which side I use. If I can be a little noisy, I generally go to the clicky side or this spinny wheel because it does make a little bit of noise. And also the game controller is a good one for me because when I'm by myself and I will put on YouTube in the background and I'll play on my Switch. So this is a good way to focus on something while also getting that same motion down. And if I need to be quiet, I go for the gears or these slides. And if I'm feeling kind of anxious, I'll rub up against the worry stone. I can just kind of rub up against the wheel or this side. I did have this sitting out on my couch one day while I had some friends come over to play a tabletop game. The game does require a bit of focus, and I noticed at one point they were kind of like passing it back and forth so they could both stem with it and focus. So that was a really cool experience, being able to have this there, not just for myself, but for them as well. Next up are my glitter bottles. Most of the time I've used these for just for personal enjoyment. There was one day that I had a really bad mental breakdown, and I used a combination of both glitter bottles and another technique that my counselor taught me. All of those combined helped calm me down fairly quickly, more so than if I had not had any of them. Last but certainly not least is the Steffi Fidget. It's one of the ultimate fidget toys, and I think this is personally my favorite. I don't remember if I pointed this out last time, but it does kind of have the trans pride colors, so that's kind of cool. I have since learned how to not only fidget with it with both hands, but also single-handedly too. If I'm not mistaken, it said this was a medium-sized fidget, so I might try to either get one of the smaller fidgets or get the kit that they had where you can build your own fidgets and make my own that's a little smaller since I do have smaller hands. Besides the size, I think it is the perfect fidget for me. I find myself using this fidget the most. I use it a lot when I'm walking, like down to my mailbox or in the grocery store. I use it when I'm meditating, in a counseling session, and while I'm even filming and editing videos. It's super quiet and pretty discreet. Most of the time people don't even realize I'm fidgeting with it, so it's perfect for me. If you have any suggestions for other fidget toys, please leave them in the comments below. I currently have 2 of the same type of fidget toys on the way. They should get here either today or tomorrow, and I'm planning on reviewing those as well, so that is something to look forward to in the future. If you'd like to get these toys for yourself, I'll leave all the links in the description box below, as well as the link to the video to make your own glitter bottle. Also in the description is my link tree. That's where I keep all my up-to-date links, so feel free to check it out. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Stay awesome.